Okay, imagine for a second you're stepping into this huge, really exciting digital playground. Super colorful, right? It's just bursting with games, ways to chat, endless things to do, and it feels familiar pretty quick, almost safe. But here's the thing: what if this playground, it doesn't have any fences, no teachers watching, and there's some kind of complex stuff hidden just under the surface? So today, yeah, we're doing a deep dive. We're looking into online safety, how identity works online, which is tricky privacy, and our own responsibility in this digital world. We're basing our chat on excerpts from CGLA Middle School version 2. This is a pretty clear guide, really aimed at helping younger internet users figure this stuff out. Our goal, let's unpack these ideas, turn what feel like a lot of rules into like actual habits you can use. You can be online feeling confident, feeling aware.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating, I think, is how simple the internet looks. That can be its biggest trick, honestly. We log on, it feels like home, right? But that comfort, sometimes it makes us drop our guard a bit too much. So understanding what's really going on behind the screen, the structure of it all, that's key for staying safe. And it's not about being scared, not at all. It's about building a conscious mindset, switching from just scrolling passively to actually engaging, knowing what's what, being smart.
That's a really important difference. Smart, not scared. Okay, so sticking with that digital playground idea, think about a real park or a schoolyard. It's got clear edges, maybe a fence, adults around. But the internet, it's just this vast space, no obvious borders, no single person in charge, totally different vibe. So how do these like hidden dangers actually disguise themselves for, say, someone in middle school?
Oh, they're clever, really clever. Like a stranger in a chat room, they might act just like another kid, same interests, same way of talking. Or you see a link in a game, looks like a cool reward or bonus, click it, and boom, it's a trap. The safety habits we learn offline, the ones we've known since we were little, they just don't automatically work online because the internet is built to hide how complex it is. You don't see the code, the servers, the networks, just the shiny front end.
Right.
And that front end, it can be manipulated. It can hide systems run by people who don't have good intentions. So this lack of visible boundaries, this hidden complexity, it means the internet really is open to everyone, not just your friends.
Wow. Okay, so less like a fenced schoolyard, more like a giant, crowded city center where you can't always tell who's who or what's really going on underneath. So what's the core action item here for our listeners to start building that conscious mindset you mentioned?
Yeah, think of it like this. Being cautious online, it's basically the same as looking both ways before you cross the street. Simple action, right? But it stops big accidents. So some really key things to do. First, do think twice before chatting with someone new online. Like, really question why they're talking to you. Do treat every new link, every message like it's maybe a little test of your awareness. And do remember the internet is way, way bigger than just your school or your friends.
Okay, those are the do's. What about the don'ts?
Right. So don't just assume everyone friendly online is who they claim to be. Verification is key. Don't click on rewards or pop-ups without checking if they're legit first. Pause before you click. And crucially, don't forget, the internet is basically a public space, not a private one.
That idea, public, not private, that leads right into the whole identity issue online, doesn't it? It's kind of mind-boggling how easily names, pictures, even voices can be faked online. You can build something that looks trustworthy in literally seconds. Like a profile pic gets stolen, a username is slightly changed to look like a friend's, or maybe that friend you're messaging is just software designed to trick you.
You call this the illusion of trust. How does that illusion work, specifically to fool, say, a middle schooler?
Well, we humans, we're sort of wired to trust faces, voices, signs that someone's one of us. Online, though, those signals are super fragile, easy to fake. A scammer could grab a picture of someone your age, choose a username that sounds familiar, maybe mention a hobby they saw you post about, anything to get you to lower your guard. Even things like a little green check mark on a profile. We think verified, right? But even that can be faked or misleading sometimes. It makes us think we're talking to a friend or some official account, when really, we're not.
That's pretty chilling, how easily that trust can be manufactured and then exploited. So what's our best defense against this illusion?
It's about conscious skepticism. And I don't mean being cynical about everyone, just smart thinking.
Yeah.
Ask yourself questions like, would this person actually know me offline? Or could they prove who they are if I asked them in real life?
Yeah.
Just taking that pause, that moment to reflect, it changes trust from being automatic to being a deliberate choice.
Right.
Safety online isn't about paranoia, it's about building good mental filters. You don't have to distrust everybody, but you absolutely have to measure trust carefully. Think about your house key. You wouldn't just hand it over to every neighbor on the street, would you?
No way. Same idea online. Don't just hand over your digital identity, bits of info about yourself, to every message or profile that pops up. So, thinking about your online identity, some key actions: do try to verify accounts with people you actually know offline. Make that real world link if you can. Do question those sudden friend requests or weird messages from people you don't recognize. Pause and think. And do use strong, unique passwords. Definitely use multi-factor authentication whenever it's offered. That's like having a second key, usually a code on your phone. Big security boost.
Okay, got it. And the don'ts.
Yeah, don't just believe every picture or username you see. Assume it could be fake until proven otherwise. Don't overshare personal stuff with strangers online. You really don't know who's reading it. And don't assume a message is real just because it looks right. Scammers are pros at making things look legit.
That house key analogy really drives it home. Okay, let's shift gears a bit to privacy. We often hear about it like it's a big one-off decision. Don't post your address. Simple. But the source material says privacy is more like a daily habit, like brushing your teeth, something you got to do proactively every day. How do those little bits of info, birthday, pet's name, school, favorite color, how do they add up to become dangerous, this digital fingerprint?
It's like puzzle pieces, right? Individually, they seem harmless. Your birthday, your dog's name, so what? But bad actors or even data companies, they collect these pieces. Put them together. For someone your age, maybe an app asks for your birthday and favorite animal. A scammer gets that info. Then they send a message pretending to be from your favorite game, saying they need to verify your account because they know those little details. The message feels much more real, convincing. Hackers use these details to guess passwords, pet names, birthdays are super common. Companies use this digital fingerprint to build really detailed profiles for advertising. Sometimes it feels kind of creepy how much they seem to know. Bottom line, small details become powerful tools in the wrong hands.
Yeah, that makes sense. It shows how even boring info can be weaponized. So what's this pattern of care we should adopt? How do we protect that fingerprint?
Building a pattern of care means things like consciously changing your passwords regularly, making them strong and different for each site. That's huge. It also means actively using and checking the privacy settings on social media, on apps, limiting who sees what you post. Share intentionally, not just by default, because once info is out there online, it cannot be easily pulled back. It's basically permanent. Think about it like the key to your school locker. Lose that one key. Seems minor, but someone else finds it. They get access to everything inside. Your personal data is kind of like that key.
Gotcha. So practical steps for good privacy habits.
Okay, so do update your passwords regularly. Make it part of your routine. Do use two-factor authentication whenever you can. Seriously, turn it on. Do take time to review and adjust privacy settings on all your accounts. Don't just use the defaults.
And the things to avoid.
Right. Don't assume those boring details about your life are worthless online. No, they're not. Don't reuse the same password everywhere. That's like using one key for your house, your car, your locker. Very risky. And don't post anything you wouldn't be comfortable shouting out on a busy street corner. If it feels too personal for that, it's probably too personal for the internet.
That street corner test, yeah, that really makes you think twice. Okay, let's tackle something else. This belief that there are quick fixes.
Yeah.
It's tempting to think, right, I've got a strong password, or my parents set up a filter, boom, I'm safe, guaranteed. But digital security just doesn't work like that, does it? Quick fixes might block one thing, but not the whole constantly shifting landscape of threats, as the source calls it. It's kind of like a fitness, You don't eat one salad or go for one run and say, okay, healthy for life. Safety online is built up with small, regular actions. How does believing in quick fixes actually make us less safe?
You're spot on. One tool alone is never enough. Like antivirus software, great. But it's like having a seatbelt you never actually buckle. The tool's there, but useless without the habit. A strong password is only strong if it's unique and you change it sometimes, not if it's the same one you've had for years and use everywhere. The real danger of this myth of quick safety is that it makes us complacent. We think we're covered, so we relax. And that complacency, that's exactly what the people spreading viruses, scams, fake profiles are counting on. They want you to feel safe, so you let your guard down. Every single time you pause, you verify something, you report something weird, that builds up your defenses. It's cumulative.
Now it's about consistency, not just one silver bullet. What are the key actions then? To avoid this trap.
Okay, to really build security, do practice safety habits every day, make them automatic, do treat strong passwords, keeping software updated, clicking carefully, treat all that as just normal routine like brushing your teeth, not a chore you do once in a while. And do report suspicious stuff right away. When you see something, say something. It helps protect everyone.
And the don'ts here.
Don't rely on just one tool or one setting to solve everything. Think layers of protection. Don't ever fall into the trap of thinking, once safe, always safe. The internet changes way too fast for that. And don't forget that the threats themselves are always evolving. What's safe today might not be tomorrow. You got to stay aware.
That point about evolving threats is so important. Which brings us to maybe the most serious point today, your actions online. They affect more than just you. That link you casually share could spread a virus to all your friends. I mean, comment you type maybe is a joke. It can seriously hurt someone. So safety is both personal and communal. What does it mean to be a good digital citizen? How does that connect to our everyday choices online?
Yeah, digital citizenship, it's basically understanding you're part of this huge online community. And your choices, they ripple outwards. Big or small, they have an impact. It means recognizing that this shared digital space, we all have to take care of it. Think about littering in a park. Careless online behavior, spreading rumors, being cruel, sharing dodgy links. It damages the online park for everybody.
It's a good analogy.
Maturity online, really, it means slowing down, just enough to realize your posts, your clicks, your shares, they have real consequences. Some small, some huge, but they're all real. The internet is an incredible tool, not a toy. And powerful tools, they demand respect, discipline, care. Use it well, with care. It opens up amazing opportunities, knowledge, connections. Use it recklessly. It spreads harm, division, misinformation. It really comes down to choosing wisely.
Okay, so becoming a good digital citizen.
Yeah.
What are the do's and don'ts?
All right. Do think about how your choices impact other people online. Put yourself in their shoes. Empathy is vital. Do report bullying or harmful stuff when you see it. Don't just scroll past. Be part of the solution. Do try to set a good example with how you act online. Be respectful.
And what should we avoid doing?
Definitely don't spread suspicious links or files. Even if a friend sent it, pause and think. Don't post nasty or disrespectful comments. It just pollutes the space. Think before you type. And don't ever assume your online actions happen in a vacuum. They absolutely don't. They ripple out.
Wow. Okay, we've really covered a lot today. We've gone way beyond just like simple rules. We've looked at the dynamic nature of this digital playground, the hidden dangers, the illusions around identity, privacy as a daily thing, the power of consistent actions. It's super clear that making informed choices is everything, not just for you, but for everyone online.
Exactly. And maybe a final thought to leave people with. If the internet really is this powerful tool demanding respect and wise choices, what cool new opportunities could you create? What positive change could you maybe inspire? Not just by keeping yourself safe, but by becoming a truly thoughtful digital citizen. Think about that digital legacy you're building, not just for you, but for the whole community you share the space with.
That's a great final thought. Your digital legacy really makes you think about every click, every post. Well, thank you for walking us through all that. It's been a really insightful deep dive. We really hope this chat has given you listeners some valuable takeaways, helps you feel more empowered to navigate the digital world with confidence, awareness, and that sense of responsibility we talked about. Keep asking questions, stay curious, and keep making those smart choices online.